In the Ashtanga Yoga system, as codified by Maharishi Patañjali, the concept of Ishvara pranidhana is a very important concept for all sadhakas. When Patanjali talks about sama adi, that state of absorption, he tells us that such a state that can be obtained after controlling the chitta vrittis through abhyasa and vairagya, that such a state, the eighth step of his Ashtanga Yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara and dharana, dhyana preceded. Yet he also tells us that samadhi can be obtained through Kriya Yoga of Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishvara pranidhana, and then gives us the shortest of shortcuts, Ishvara pranidhana. Surrender to the divine will. Our Guru, Yogamaharishi Dr. Swami Gitananda Giri, Guru Maharaj, used to say this is atman prasadanam, accepting with gratitude, with joy, with thankfulness and happiness, whatever the highest self, the Atma, gives us. That Paramatma and Ishvara are very similar when we analyze it in detail. Patanjali tells us that Ishvara is a Vishesha Purusha, a special entity who is beyond the klesha and the karma vipaka, beyond these five afflictions, the pancha kleshas that all of us humans are bound into by virtue of being human, and the karma vipaka, the fructification of our karmic actions, the cycle of action and reaction, and being caught up in these afflictions of avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. Patanjali tells us that Ishvara is the timeless teacher, the principle of wisdom. Purvesham api guruhu kale nana vachedat, not limited, not bound by time. We human beings are bound by time. We are born and we die. But Ishvara is the Purvesham api guruhu, the timeless Guru spirit that is not bound by time. It is transpersonal in nature. And then he goes on to tell us that this Ishvara is a state of existence where all wisdom is present. He says, Tatra niratishayam sarvajna bijam, the seed of all wisdom, all knowledge, omniscience is in that Ishvara. It is a state of being where we know everything that is to be known. We are timeless. We are not bound by the kleshas and the karma vipaka. And then he goes on to give us an instrument to attain to that state of Ishvara. He says, Tasya vachakaha pranavaha, the sound vibration that we humans can make, that is closest in approximation to the vibration of the universe, is the pranava. Ah, oo, And he then tells, this pranava, the omkara, should be uttered repeatedly, a japa. But that japa should be done, tad japaha tadartha bhavanam, understanding the meaning and the feeling. When one starts to make that attempt, a sincere, dedicated effort that a human being can make, the abhyasa, which is of a higher nature, aspiring for that highest divinity. And when we start to make that japa of the Om, what we start to do is we start to enhance ourselves so that our potential divinity starts to manifest as it should. In fact, the yoga teachings enable us, each and every one of us, to become that Ishvara. Through Kaivalya, we become Ishvara. And that is why Swami Vivekananda so beautifully said, Each soul is potentially divine. Attaining that potential, attaining that divinity, regaining our universality, that is what yoga is all about. And Ishvara pranidhana, when one can have that intensity of purpose that aims at attaining our universality, when one makes the dedicated effort of abhyasa, and at the same time, after we have done our best, be ready to leave the rest. Have that shraddha, that conviction, that faith and trust that the divine universe is a benevolent universe and that we are in the hands of our universal mother. That is Ishvara pranidhana. And when we can perfect Ishvara pranidhana to the best of our ability, we gain, or rather regain, samadhi, becoming one with our own highest self. Ishvara pranidhanadva klesha karma vipaka ashayai aparamrishta purusha vishesha Ishvaraha tatra niratishayam sarvajna bhijam sayesha purveshamapi guruhu kalena navachedhat tasya bhachakah pranavah tajapah tadartha bhavanam.